So the first thing on everybody's mind when you hear gender equality is, women power, women empowerment, women abuse, women will be stood for, which is very correct. But I have a different angle to it in this video. Hi guys, it's Iyabeji again, and we'll be talking gender equality, my opinion, my views, my take on how we address gender equality and what our take is on gender equality generally. Truth. Gender equality is not just about women. It's gender. It's not women equality. It's not men equality. It's gender. So it's equality for women and equality for men. So, and I'm going to go back to this example, Tiwa and T-Bills. At the point where in the interview, and let me even get started on the interviewer who looks very irritated about, as if you were going through all this and you were still there. But let's leave that. At the point where she was talking about, T-Bills has never brought in any money. He's never, paid. He doesn't have the money now. You are the one making the money. You are making the bread, so bring the money. Look, there's nothing wrong with being a house husband. Honestly, there's not. Look, if a woman is making $1 million, there's no need for the man to run around to go and make $100,000. I'm sorry. There's no need, in my opinion, because there are more important things that you guys remember. We talked about this being a business partnership. There are other important things. Let me not say more. There are other important things you get. So it's on the scale of priority. So you have kids, you have home businesses. So somebody is making $1 million out there. You as the husband, if it's the woman making you as the husband, you can become a house husband. And men, you need to get your mind around that. There's nothing wrong with it. It is the attitude around that makes it wrong or that makes it unacceptable. T-Bills did not bring money to buy a woman baby's clothes. Did not bring. You're making money. We know you're. You said that yourself in the video. You're making money, so what's the problem? Bring out the money, and if he's not being responsible as a husband and helping you take care of the kids, so I'm going on a tour, so somebody needs to stay back. Then there's a problem, okay? But guys, babes, look, we can't be doing this. If you're making money, I hear a lot of stories about ladies who. I will be gisting, they paid me bonus, so 5 million. My husband cannot know that they paid me bonus of 5 million. Wrong with being a house husband. There's what? I think it's just a stigma around that name, house husband, because there's nothing wrong with it. Recent studies show that children who have more access to their father, who the fathers have raised them as opposed to the mothers, they come out better with better self-esteem. They're more confident. They do better. Men generally even have higher standards, stiffer standards, and put it that way, than women. So there's nothing wrong with it. There are other things to be done. You don't always have to be the one, going out to make the money, right? And it doesn't mean that the man has to be lazy. Like, he doesn't have to be just sleeping. There's nothing wrong going to pick the kids from school, bringing the kids back home, ensuring that, whoever is if you can make the food, fine, ensuring that whoever is making the food makes it on time, children eat on time, We're going to be seeing more of this. There's so many. Do you see how many women have fantastic jobs? They're VPs, they're directors, they're MDs, CEOs, COOs. We don't expect them to get married. Is that it all? They are married and the men should die or vanish. No. If you're bringing in $1 million, why should the man be looking for $100? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And we need to just wrap our head around it. So gender equality is not about you. Stop being, you're not the only one in the picture. I'm talking to you, I'm looking in the mirror, so I'm saying you, so that's me. Yeah, it's not about women. It's women, men, gender, just making sure there's an equal balance of women and guess what? And men. So we need to stop acting the victims. It's time to become a strong woman. There is something like a strong woman. I've seen it. I am one. I'm growing one. I'm friends with some of those kind of women. And I implore you to please be that kind of woman. Look around you today. What are you doing? What are you doing with what you're making? Does it make any sense for you and your husband to go leave home at 4 a.m. every day and come home at 9 in the night and your children are sleeping? And you have a housemaid, you don't know. If you put a CCTV in your house, you'll be shocked at what those people are doing with your kids. It doesn't make any sense. One person can bring in the bread and let the other person rear the kids, whether man or woman. My take, That's my opinion. And honestly, that's an honest and genuine opinion that I have on gender equality. That's all I have today on gender equality, guys. I know you have your opinion. I can feel it through the cameras. Like, you have your own opinions. Please share them. I'm so excited. I promise to read each and every one of those comments. And if I can respond to everyone, I will. So that's it, guys. Please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.